Welcome back to SMKR. This is Steve. Up next is the Mushroom Models Publications T-34-85. Now this is the after World War II camouflage and markings from 1946 to 2016. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, like and share. This book is by Hamilkar, and this was just released this year in 2018. It's a fantastic book. It covers the Cold War T-34, which was built in Russia. These tanks were produced by 3 other countries: Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and Poland, and they were sold to all countries all over the world. This is a fantastic book. I'd like to say that I would highly recommend it because it's the only book out there that happens to show all these Cold War, after the Cold War era tanks. There are 40 especially commissioned color profiles within this book, and there's over 150 black and white and color photographs, many never published before. You can pick this book at mmpbooks.biz. Going through the pages here, you can see we start with the Cold War era T-34-85, and as we turn the pages here slowly, you'll see we have some color photographs being illustrated here, and they do show some of the tanks that are on display, no longer running. And as we proceed through, you can see there's lots of color photographs featured within this book, and they're very large photographs, very handy for the scale modeler if they're looking for specific colors of the tanks. Now here are some of the color profiles that are featured within this book, and they are fantastic. These color profiles are by Piotr Kolowski. And as we move on, you can see there's another tank here on display. And you can see now we get into the USSR, showing the tanks from right after the war and highly modified versions of the T-34. Sometimes referred to as the 85. This would be the 85 tank. Now we know this was very highly successful in World War II, and they built literally thousands of these tanks. Here we go, we have some more color profiles showing you some of the desert camouflage from the Syrian conflict and Afghanistan and those places like that. These tanks also participated in the Bay of Pigs in Cuba. And then lastly, the modernization of the T-34 is in the back with a very small highlight walk-around photographs of a Czech 85 tank. And then they move on lastly to a Polish 85, to an 85 M2. And that's it with this book. Yeah, I highly recommend this book. It's a nice addition to your library, where you'd want to throw this on the shelf with the rest of your tanks and such. And this is kind of odd here. There's a T-34-85 in London, and it's just sitting there abandoned on a piece of property where they would not allow the builder to build on it. So the builder decided to buy this tank, throw it on there, and it's been sitting on there for years. Anyway, this has been a book review from MMP Books, part of this green series, T-34-85 after World War II, camouflage and markings, 1946 to 2016. 112 pages, just published here in 2018. I highly recommend you pick up this book. It is available at mmpbooks.biz, Amazon, and Casemate. Happy modeling, everybody. Go build something. Take care.